John Cena is undoubtedly one of the greatest and most polarized superstars in WWE. The 16-time world champion has been with the company for over 22 years and has been in the pro wrestling business since 1999. John Cena is set to appear on WWE on a full-time basis throughout 2025. As his farewell tour is on the horizon, there is something that fans are willing to see throughout John Cena's last full-time run. It's one thing that we would see him compete on the primetime television, Raw or SmackDown, and every premium live event. But mainly, there are at least several wrestlers who are willing to face John Cena in a match because you never know what could possibly happen in 2025. So here it is, the top 10 wrestlers who should face John Cena in 2025. Number 10, AJ Styles. AJ Styles has been known for his phenomenal wrestling career for over 2 decades. He has wrestled John Cena in the past, especially when they finally faced off in their dream match and wrestled each other countless times. AJ Styles was also planning to retire around age 50, and 50 isn't common age for wrestlers to hang up their boots. Then again, at one point, AJ Styles was going to retire earlier this year but decided to pull a Mark Henry fake retirement move. This proves AJ isn't retiring anytime soon, for at least in the next few years. And AJ should seize his last chance to face off against John Cena for one last time before one of these two men retires. After all, the fans could be more expecting to see two of these wrestlers for one last time. Number 9, Carmelo Hayes. When it comes to having an uprising wrestler who wants to fulfill their dreams, not only do they want to go after the championship gold, but also have their hopes to face their favorite wrestlers. Carmelo Hayes is a prime example of one of the next wrestlers who could be the face of the WWE in the future. So far, Carmelo had a decent run since he became the first NXT wrestler to get drafted on the main roster earlier this year. He fought against a bunch of veterans like Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, LA Knight, and among others. It's no secret that Carmelo could live up to his potential role of becoming the next big thing. Perhaps facing John Cena is a great way to put himself over in his rookie career. Then again, these two have encountered on NXT Super Tuesday at one point, so this could be a huge possibility leading up to their dream match in the future. Number 8, Logan Paul. Hate or deny all you want, aside from his YouTube sensation and controversial moments, Logan Paul truly proved everyone wrong because of his overall performance in WWE, including his series of aerial moves and wrestling abilities. Logan Paul fought against a lot of bigger names like Roman Reigns, Seth freaking Rollins, Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes. Let's face it, Logan Paul has been known for his athleticism and connection with the audience, which lived up to his dedication to WWE. He gets major credits from the higher-ups and even veterans and legends too. Even John Cena praised him for his aspirations to WWE, according to Impulsive Podcast. At one point, there were some major reports that Logan Paul was set to face John Cena in a blockbuster match at WrestleMania 39. It didn't happen though. As a result, John Cena fought against Austin Theory while Logan Paul fought against Seth freaking Rollins at WrestleMania 39. So perhaps these two could face each other either WrestleMania or SummerSlam in 2025? Who knows? Then again, the door could still be open for WWE to finally book a big money match between these two men. Number 7, Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is another prime example of the next big thing, no pun intended, the next Brock Lesnar. The son of Rick Steiner has been known for attacking wrestlers on the main roster. He is a great prime example of a powerhouse wrestler dominating his skills and athleticism. In this kind of scenario, John Cena has fought multiple bigger threats in the past and even put over up-and-coming talents like Umaga, Sheamus, Rusev, Kevin Owens, and Solo Sikoa. Perhaps Braun Breaker could be the next wrestler to dominate John Cena and become a massive threat to the roster, even while he's holding the Intercontinental Championship. There's no denying that the nephew of Scott Steiner is great on the mic and put on a great quality matches at this young age. You can already bet that there's at least 66.5% chance that Braun Breaker has a bright future of becoming the next top superstar in WWE, and probably at least 33.5% chance of John Cena fans might not like this prediction. Holla if you hear that! Number 6. Hiroshi Tanahashi. Hiroshi Tanahashi is well known as the ace of the century. He is truly one of the best Japanese wrestlers of all time. He began his pro wrestling career in 1999, the same year that John Cena, who also began his pro wrestling career. It's no secret that these two have something in common. They were the faces in their respective companies, having long tenures, a strong work ethic, incredible charisma, and the ability to connect with the fans throughout their positive and relatable personas. In fact, both of them are the perfect example of every man's hero archetype. Not to mention, these two were multi-world champions, making histories and achieved multiple accolades and milestones. Outside of wrestling, these two would be involved in doing movie projects and acting in multiple blockbuster movies. Fast forward to October 2024, Hiroshi Tanahashi announced after wrestling for 25 years, he would be hanging up his boots on January 4th, 2026 at Wrestle Kingdom 20 in Tokyo Dome. Hear me out. It would be impossible to see WWE collaborating with New Japan, as WWE is currently collaborating with Pro Wrestling Noah while AEW is collaborating with New Japan. If WWE ever decide to do a Japan tour in the summer, I think it would be a perfect opportunity to see John Cena wrestle in Japan for one last time against the president of New Japan in 2025. Then again, never say never, you know. Number 5. Dominic Mysterio. Now come on, it'll be so funny to see John Cena cutting a promo get randomly interrupted by the Judgment Day, particularly Dominic Mysterio himself. Judging by that, Dominic Mysterio would be a prime example of confronting the 16-time world champion. We would expect to see him getting a massive heel heat as usual. Let's face it, Dirty Dom has been known for disrespecting his deadbeat father Rey Mysterio. So far, Dominic is having a great run as a heel, which is very natural to him at this point. I know some people don't buy the fact that since Dominic is just another guy to pass the time with, especially with all the heat he has with the crowd. Nonetheless, based on his improvement in the ring and his current persona, Dominic Mysterio would be a great addition to face John Cena at some point in 2025, but most likely going to take an L in a wrestling match. Number 4. Gunther. Gunther is arguably one of the current best in-ring performers in WWE. He lived up to his nickname, the Ring General. The man has been known for his technical submission moves and is dominant in his character and presentation. So far, he's having a great run as the World Heavyweight Champion. It would be fantastic to have a fantasy match between him and the greatest of all time. John Cena could be the next victim of getting chopped on a different level. Rest assured that no matter what the result looks like, the fans could see this as a big fight feel. I know a lot of Cena fans will hate this. It would be a huge shocking moment to see Gunther putting John Cena in a huge submission move that could make John tap out for the first time in 20 years. John has tapped out multiple times to Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit. Number 3. CM Punk. CM Punk is one of the best wrestlers in the world. There's no argue that he's one of the most influential and outspoken wrestlers in WWE. He's been known for his rebellious attitude, cutting great promos, and living up to his straight edge style. If you could name one best rivalry that wrestling fans remember the year from 2011 to 2013, CM Punk versus John Cena is a good example. No doubt that there are a bunch of memorable moments between the two. One good example is when CM Punk cut his legendary pipe bomb, which led to having multiple instant classic matches at Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, and even that one episode of Raw during the road to WrestleMania 29. Now that CM Punk is back with the company after being long gone for nearly a decade, he is certainly going to have a lifetime run until the day he retires for good. So far, CM Punk is having a great run with the company, such as helping NXT stars, hanging out with superstars and workers backstage, and recently had a great trilogy match with Drew McIntyre. Nonetheless, it was so great to see John Cena and CM Punk reuniting inside and outside the ring in 2024. The pro wrestling world is more anticipated to see a nostalgia between these two men colliding for one last time. Perhaps CM Punk isn't the only name that everyone wants to see him wrestle against John Cena, as we get into number 2, Randy Orton. Randy Orton is one of the top veterans in WWE since 2002 alongside John Cena. They have faced off in countless matches on many different occasions. There have been highs and lows when fans have witnessed countless matches on many different occasions, rivalry or not. Based on the list of matches that these two faced off one-on-one, some matches were big money worthy, other matches were filler, and the rest of the matches were either random or unnecessary. This is truly a perfect example of Fight Forever. It would be a spectacular moment and nostalgia to see these two legends in the ring for one last time, whether if it's a premium live event or a random episode of Raw or SmackDown. Either way, let's hope that these two legends can collide for one last match before one of these two men hang up their boots for good. And finally, number 1, Cody Rhodes. From undesirable to undeniable to undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes is undoubtedly one of the most prominent wrestlers in the world. The American Nightmare has found himself becoming the face of the company. Keep in mind that he reinvented himself and found his great success outside of WWE before coming back to the company. If there's someone who could be John Cena's last opponent in 2025, Cody Rhodes would be a perfect choice since there has to be a true passing the torch moment. Although John has passed the torch to Cody at one point on an episode of Raw back in 2023. Regardless that these two have fought against each other in the past, it would be a monumental moment to see these two men facing out before the end of 2025. However, there has been rumors that John Cena could be going after the undisputed WWE Championship for his 17th world title win if he manages to win the Royal Rumble. It would be a monumental to see him holding the WWE title for one last time. As for John's last match in WWE, it would be great to see him having his own premium live event show that features his very last pro wrestling match as part of his retirement tour against the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, which could most likely take place in December 2025. So there you have it, folks. 10 wrestlers who should face John Cena in 2025. Who do you think should face John Cena during his retirement tour? Let me know by leaving your thoughts in the comments section below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell icon for more wrestling content like this one. Other than that, let's hope that John Cena gets his farewell wishes and have a blasted retirement tour. And I'd like to thank you for watching and hope to see you again in the next one.